this man is from Barbados. Y'all gotta do better than that. Are you guys still with us? All right, this is One Young World. Wake up, let's go. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Kat Graham. I'm a UNHCR ambassador. I am leading the Global Food Crisis Initiative for the agency, which is why it is an absolute pleasure to be here today to introduce an incredible human who is leading the charge in the fight against one of the most pressing issues of our time, the global food crisis. Joshua Forte is a native of Barbados and the CEO, let's go, and the CEO of Red Diamond Compost. He is a visionary who is taking a unique approach to tackle this crisis from a perspective that many of us may not have considered: soil impoverishment. Write that down. You see, Joshua's company doesn't just provide innovative solutions, they transform an environmental challenge into an opportunity. Red Diamond Compost leverages sargassum, a seaweed that has long plagued island nations in the Caribbean and other parts of the world. But instead of viewing it as a problem, Joshua and his team see it as an opportunity. He sees it as a powerful tool in the fight against the global food scarcity. Sargassum can be turned into a valuable resource through innovative composting techniques, enriching soil and making it more fertile than ever. This approach not only benefits agriculture, but also helps these island nations combat the detrimental effects of sargassum. Joshua Forte understands that the road to addressing global food security often begins with nurturing and replenishing the very earth we stand on. So, without further ado, let's give him a big welcome to the stage, Joshua Forte, CEO of Red Diamond Compost.
Imagine feeling weak, nauseous, and dizzy all day, and then sleeping for 10 hours a night, but then waking up feeling that you have not slept for a week. That is how you feel if, like me, you suffered from a condition called mononucleosis. For a time, I was dangerously ill. 2 years on, I was still on medication. But it was this same life-threatening experience that took me down the food research rabbit hole that changed my life. And here I must say thank you to Apollo, my pet iguana lizard, for providing me the catalyst to my breakthrough. My iguana needed a super healthy intake of expensive leafy green vegetables, and I needed to grow them myself. Searching online, I saw the phrase that changed everything for me: nutrient-dense foods. To grow them, I would need soil-enriching products and an understanding of how nutrition is linked to the ground in which food grows. I changed my own diet to one that was plant-based and nutrient-dense. And after just 1 week, I felt the most energized I had ever been in my life. I knew I was onto something much bigger than me and my iguana. Chronic non-communicable diseases are responsible for 80% of deaths in the Caribbean. Hypertension, cancer, and respiratory illnesses are harming our friends, our families, and worst of all, our children. They are caused in part by the fact that 95% of products used to grow our foods are toxic synthetic chemicals that rob our soils of nutrients and pollute our seas. These dangerous substances are suffocating our environment and ourselves at the same time. That is why I founded my startup, Red Diamond Compost Inc. We create the cleanest and greenest agrochemical solutions designed to support the fragile organisms responsible for building soil structure, storing organic soil carbon, and protecting pollinating insects. All our products are made from organic waste and regenerative sources. We create an agricultural biostimulant from the notoriously prolific sargassum seaweed, 20 million tons of which land on Caribbean coastlines every year. Our cultivation of Tithonia, a beautiful wildflower, often known as the tree marigold, allows us to produce a commercially viable organic fertilizer. We operate a zero-waste process that sees our byproducts incorporated into our slow-aged composting. Farmers and home gardeners are crying out for more education around organic, regenerative, and climate-smart farming practices. So we teach them to work with nature to produce more food in a clean, healthy, and profitable environment. On our Living Soils course, they learn to master living soil ecosystems and optimize plant nutrition. Through our interventions in the last 7 years, we have been able to positively impact the lives of 5,000 people in my native Barbados and neighboring Caribbean islands. When our backyard biotech products were tested in trials against internationally acclaimed products, they were shown to be just as good. So we decided to go even further and launch our Journey to 1,000 Acres initiative. The idea was to convert 1,000 acres of conventionally farmed land in Barbados into regenerative organic cultivation. We provide farmers with a blend of on-the-ground and digital training, including a free sustainable input starter package. We are already on track to transition 300 acres by the end of this year. We are literally revitalizing our land. We have already had requests to take our 1,000 Acres initiative to neighboring Caribbean islands and even as far as Cameroon in Africa. One young world, I learned my lessons from dealing with my acute illness and feeding a fussy iguana. I can tell you we will never stop a hunger emergency by putting food grown with toxic chemicals on the dinner table. The only path to tackling the global food crisis is by bringing new life and new vitality to our soils across the globe. Please come with me on that journey. Thank you.